These are recordings that my father made during World War II when he was in the Army and he was crossing the country from Brooklyn, New York to Alaska, the Aleutian Islands. So let's listen and then I'll upload them. Okay, let's go.
Mrs. Levine, as part of their war work activities, the Teamsters Unions of Seattle took pleasure in sending you this recording of your son's voice.
Hello, Mom. Here I am in Seattle, Washington. This is Fort Lawton, and it's a very beautiful place located right on Puget Sound. You can look for that on a map. We had a very beautiful time coming here. We rode the Northwest Passage. If you look on the map, I'm sure you'll see all that. This is a great country, going through the Rocky Mountains and Glacier National Park. Wow, we saw hundreds of deer running around. We saw swift running currents running through the mountains. Natural sights that I'll never forget in my whole life. The whole trip was covered by snow. And the great big mountains snowing on the peaks and the sun shone right through the mountains. Why, it was just like a piece of gold on the top of the mountains. Well, Mom, I want you to know that this is a swell place and everything here is okay. The food here is better than Jeff's Mag. Well, goodbye, Mom. Hello, Mom. Here I am down in the USO Service Center in St. Louis, Missouri. And I'm making a record especially for you. I hope you like it, Mom. Well, everything out here is pretty good. I have no kicks. The chow is fine. We have nice living conditions here, and I want to tell you I'm here now with Ruby. And Ruby is now writing a letter to Aunt Gertie. He doesn't want to come in with me because he doesn't like this sort of making records. Well, anyway, Mom, I'm having a hell of a nice time here in St. Louis while I'm here. I don't know how long more I'm going to be here, but while I'm here, I'm having a nice time. This is the USO Service Center in St. Louis. Every Saturday night, they run a big dance here, and on Sunday, they run two dances. One is a tea dance from 3 to 6, and the other one is from 8 to 11:30. Well, I'm finished with my basic training, and they give me all sorts of detail jobs. For a while, I worked in the office, and they failed to get up and give the captain the usual salute, and they didn't call attention when he came in one morning. Well, we all got fired. And from there, they stuck us on different detail for punishment. One day, they put me on a trash truck. That's garbage, you know. Well, I stayed there 2 days, then I got out of it. I was corporal of the guard right after that. Until tonight, I quit. I was corporal of the guard for 2 weeks. I was in charge of 10 men, and I placed them in the area, in the squadron, all over the squadron, in fact. Well, I put 2 men down at the cemetery, and of course, when I go down there late at night, it gives you the creeps. Then I had 2 men down at the rifle range. Well, that isn't a bad place because right there they have a field kitchen. You see, this is sort of different. When the men go out on the range, they have a field kitchen where they feed the boys that fire on practice shots. Well, my friends are the cooks there, so you can just imagine when I go down there. Why, they told me to give them an order for ham and eggs or a steak. Well, Mom, I'll see you on the other side. Take it easy. Hello, Mom. Here I am again. Well, I want to tell you something about this place. This place is one of the oldest posts down on this side of the country. In fact, everything here is very beautiful. We have some swell ground here, and I'm in one of the new barracks. There are no kicks here at all. All the non-commissioned officers as well as officers are good friends of mine. I come and go as I please. I'm not anymore treated as a trainee. See, I was a trainee at first, but now I'm in with the boys, and we sort of get along fine. In fact, when there's a job to be had, they all ask me if I want it. I don't know, they all seem to like me a lot out here. I come and go, I pick my own jobs, I can go and eat when I want, but the only thing is I hate like hell to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. When they holler all up, all out, up and at 'em, well, you just have to get up and start dressing. Well, Mom, Ruby sure did give me a surprise when he came here. When I came in after chow the other night, I found a telegram that he was coming in last night. And I had to run and get a Reveille pass so I could meet him and be with him for a while. Because I already put in for pass till 1 o'clock in the morning, and a Reveille pass is till 5 in the morning. Well, I got that easy enough. As soon as I walked the officer and I told the officer of the day that I want a Reveille pass, oh, he didn't know what to do for me. He gave it to me right away because I worked with him on several jobs. I helped him out a lot. See, when I'm corporal of the guard, I place 10 men, and it's my responsibility to keep them on the ball. On the ball means keep them on the move and see what they're doing. Well, when I'm on the job, that means he can go in to sleep. You get it, Mom? Well, now that's the idea. Well, I expect Stephanie out this week. I hope she comes. She'll have a nice time here because there's plenty to do right down here in the USO Service Center. Well, Mom, the chow here is the tops. And I want to tell you something. We have meat here that you don't have to cut with a knife. You just look at it. It cuts by itself. There's no wonder you have no food at home. We get it all. Well, we get every day the best. We get meat 3 times a day. In the morning, we get chicken. Chicken for breakfast, believe it or not. For dinner, we get steak and chops and all that. Well, Mom, see you on the other side. So long. Take it easy. Hello, Mom and Pop. How you all doing back in Brooklyn? Well, I'm down here at the USO Service Center again. I have Stephanie outside, and we had quite a nice time over the weekend. We went all over. I took her down at the USO Service Center here, and we went over to the Veterans Hospital over on the post. She went in while I took a shave, and then I came back, which is this Veterans Hospital is only about a city block, I should say, away from my barracks. And, of course, that's all the conveniences there. I went over to my barracks, I took a shave. When I came back, Stephanie was there with my adopted son. As you know, I adopted a son here. He's 18 years old. He's from Chattanooga, Tennessee. He's very cute. He just got married. He's a young kid. So I left him talking to Stephanie while I went to take a shave. We had quite a nice time that afternoon. We took pictures over on the hill overlooking the Mississippi River. Well, everything out here is just about the same as when Stephanie was last here. And everything will be the same after she's gone. Well, as you know, I was put on shipping Friday, the day she came out. I went and took a physical examination at 3 o'clock. I was put on shipping 5 minutes to 3. At 3 o'clock, I took my physical. At 10 after 3, I had my bags packed and I was supposed to leave. I then called up Stephanie and told her what the score was. And she started to bawl and all that. She started to cry. She was worried. She says she came out 1,000 miles and there she couldn't even see me. I was supposed to see her that evening. Well, I finally got scratched. And what a break that was. Well, that's about all on this side. I'll turn over now. So long, everybody. Hello, everybody. Here I am again. Well, Stephanie's outside now talking to my friend Robert Sloan of California. And he's keeping her company while I make this record. Well, as I told you on the other side, how fortunate I was to escape shipping. Well, I don't mind being put on shipping, but I certainly do mind putting me on shipping when I have to go out in 1 hour, especially when Stephanie came all the way from New York. Boy, that would be some break if she ever had to go home without seeing me. In a way, I didn't want to miss that shipping order. They were getting nice summer clothes, and everything was nice. Well, anyway, Sunday we came down here at the USO. That was yesterday. I introduced Stephanie as some of my ex-girlfriends, and she sat down and had quite a chat with Miss Juanita Hager. Oh, Juanita's a very nice girl, and they sat down, they started talking, and Juanita asked Stephanie how long we were married. I tell Juanita I'm not married, but when she sees me with Stephanie, I say I'm married. Of course, you must realize when I'm here and Stephanie isn't here, I've got to say I'm not married. I can just about see Eva laughing now. Well, Eve, what do you know? You don't know anything. Well, ask Peggy. She probably knows all the answers. Right, Peg, old kid? Hey, Peg, you certainly would like St. Louis. This is a hip, tip-toe town. Well, I guess I'll have to be signing off soon. Well, anyway, I took Stephanie over on a bus ride through my end of camp. I showed her the field kitchen, the rifle range, the obstacle course, and all that. She saw practically everything, and she met all my friends. I've got some bunch of friends here. What fellows? Very nice. Well, the band is starting in to play now. I guess I better go inside. Stephanie wants to dance. Well, goodbye, everybody. And take it easy. And when I go overseas, just keep your chin up and don't worry about me. Because I'm going to win this war. So long, everybody.
Well, there you have it. Those were made during World War II by my father.
Ladies,
Who
listen
lived
up.
in Brooklyn
The
at
video
the
show.
time. And that's about it. Okay, thanks for listening if you got this far. Bye.